guys, Eric here. I have a 1972 Super Beetle that I just purchased about a week or two ago, and it's a very nice car, rust-free, has a few little mechanical things I want to take care of. But the first thing I want to do is address the safety stuff. First and foremost, changing the belts out. So this car still came with the original belts. The original seat belts that had this kind of setup, which I had never seen before. I don't think I'd ever been in a vehicle that was still this original. So it's kind of like a cassette that clips on to a little round piece of metal. Both driver and passenger share this piece. These things don't automatically furl up. The buckles don't automatically furl up. And they did look kind of ratty as well because they're older. I ordered my kit from jbugs, and it came in a bag. And it's a great quality. I ordered the front and rear belts for it. All the hardware, it cost just under $200 if I'm not mistaken. But I didn't have an instruction manual. There wasn't really a good video out there, so I figured I'd make one and kind of show you guys that are putting a new seatbelt system in, a safer three-point system in that automatically rolls, how to do it, because it's not very hard. It only requires really two tools, and that would be these guys. You could just use two 17-inch sockets, but or two 17 metric wrenches, but I use one of each because it makes it easier. One to hold the nut and one to work the screw head. So this is it, and it's pretty simple. The hardest part is figuring out how do you set it up so it doesn't look clunky or look weird. So let me show you how to do it. Okay, so the next thing you're going to want to do is to remove all of your old seat belts. Very easy to do. You're just going to need to remove 6 17mm screws. One at the top and at the bottom down here on each side of the vehicle, and in the middle area right here, you'll see it right there. I already have taken the other part of this one off. So very easy. You're going to start off, you're going to pop this little cover off, and there is where you'll see it. I just popped it off with my hands. I don't think you'll need any tools or anything. Once you take it completely off, you'll just see 6 holes, and the kit from jbugs lines right up, so it's pretty easy to do. I'll show you what to do next. So what I have found to be the easiest thing to do in starting off is to start off with your top mount right here. You don't want to go in too tight. I kind of tuck this little hand strap up, and once again with your 17mm, just tighten it up a little bit. All right, so this is the way I start off, is I put the top mount on first. This kind of just holds everything up out of the way. You don't get a tangle of belt. You can see the little belt retractor right here hanging down, and I flip this little hand piece up just to give me a little help. So I'm going to tighten that in, and then I'm going to go down here for the next spot. This one down here is a little bit trickier, but I'm going to show you how to do that next. So now we have these 2 pieces left. We have the top piece mounted, the top mount mounted, and we have these 2 pieces for the 3-point harness. Now if you look down here, they won't really fit into this area very well, at least not without an adapter. So you can see there's no real way you can get this without kind of turning it sideways, which wouldn't let the mechanism work. There's no real way to get this to fit to line up with the hole. So what they do is they provide you with a little L bracket right here. I'm going to show you how I set mine up so it looks very clean and tidy, and it does a great job, and it only locks when you really want it to lock or it needs to lock. So let me show you the way I set mine. So the first thing I do is I take the L bracket, I put the bolt through, I have a little lock washer, and then I actually use the 3rd point of the strap and I put it in between there like that. So now you can see the setup that I have. This works the best, and it allows you to have a very clean, just a good looking, stock looking seatbelt setup. I'm going to take this and put it right there into that hole. Now the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take the retractor assembly, I'm going to pull it down and put it right here on this point. This will line up now. You can kind of see it will give you, it'll be hidden out of the way. I have that one already done over there. A very nice look, and everything's tucked away. Everything works appropriately. So that's what I'm going to do next, is I'm going to take this nut and bolt and put it on the bottom side up right there. Okay, so now your buckle is completely installed. We just need to install the receiver right there on the transmission hump. You can see this is kind of what you will have once you're through installing it, going up to the top right here. Everything works as it should. You see when I jank it, it won't go. If I pull it softly, it will. Very nice. Now the last thing you have to do is to put the receiver in. This is the type I got is kind of like the airplane style 3-point harness. See right there? It's simply going to go right here. It's going to go right in there, and I'm going to tighten it up. You can see I've already done the one on the driver's side, and it works great. I do have little Wolfberg logos that go on these, which is kind of cool. But I'm going to put that one on. I'm going to finish up the project. All right, guys, and that's it. This is your final product right here. We have the 3-point harness going down there, meeting in the center. Of course, you can adjust this to fit your body type and to be comfortable how you would like it. Very easy to do. It didn't take too much time to do it, maybe 30 minutes or so, and definitely adds a lot of safety to the vehicle. All right, guys, so that does it for the VW seatbelt, front seatbelt install. Both driver and passenger, the exact same setup. Very easy to do and definitely adds a great level of safety to the vehicle, especially if you're driving with no seatbelts or with the original, that cassette style seatbelt. I don't even know the proper name. If you know the real name for the original seatbelts, please leave a comment, let me know. I'm going to be making a few more videos for some things that I'm going to try to bring back to stock on my Bug. I'm not a hot rodder. I don't try to do anything crazy. I try to keep everything as original as possible, and try to just have a really good driving vehicle from the time period. So that's kind of my thing. I'll be making more videos. Next one I'm gonna make is for the rear seat install. So let me know if there's anything you guys would like me to do, or any videos you guys would kind of like me to touch on. I'm happy to make them for you. Once again, thank you guys for watching. I'm Eric.